Hello students, here Jyotsna Milind Thorat, Department of Chemistry, New English High School and Junior College. Today we will start Coordination Chemistry Part 3. Now let's see the summary of chapter. Introduction, Types of ligands and terms used, Classification of complex and nomenclature, EN rule. In the last lecture we are already discussed about introduction, types of ligands and terms used, classification of complex and its nomenclature, and effective atomic number rule. Okay, today we will going to discuss that is the most important topic, that is the isomerism in coordination compounds. Now other topics are stability of coordination compounds, theories of bonding in complexes and its applications. Now let's start with the topic, that is isomerism. Isomerism is very common phenomenon in coordination compounds. Isomers. What is meant by isomers? Isomers are that compound which is having same chemical formula but different arrangement of atoms in the space. Okay, they are having same chemical formula but different arrangement in space. Due to this different arrangement of atoms in space, they show a different physical and chemical property. Therefore, this is the structure of cisplatin and transplatin. What is the molecular formula? This is a molecular formula, platinum with the two ligands, that is ammonia and chlorine. Okay, see here in both the structures, okay, they are having same number of molecules. Okay, same number of metal, that is platinum is here, white one, and this is ammonia. Okay, these are the two molecules of ammonia and these are the two molecules, green one is the chlorine. Now in both the structure you can see there is a position of ammonia is different, means there is a difference in a structure, there is a different special arrangement of atoms in a molecule. That's why this is called as cisplatin and this is called as transplatin. Okay, now cisplatin is effective against anti-cancer agents and trans isomer, that is transplatin, is clinically ineffective. मीन्स सिस्प्लैटिन जो है वो हम लोग कैंसर के ट्रीटमेंट के लिए यूज़ करते हैं, लेकिन ट्रांस को हम लोग यूज़ नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज ऑफ इट इज़ वेरी वी कैन से ग्रेटर रिएक्टिविटी एंड मोर रैपिड डीएक्टिवेशन इन सर्कुलेशन. So that's why cisplatin is used in the anti-cancer agent and trans isomer is clinically ineffective. Although both isomers target nuclear DNA, there is a large difference in the magnitude of their biological effect. Now let's see what is meant by isomerism. Isomers are the compound that have same chemical formula but different arrangement of atoms in the space. Due to this different arrangement of atoms in space, they show different chemical and physical property, just we have seen. Okay, this phenomenon is known as isomerism, and such compounds which shows this property is called isomers. Let's see the classification of isomers. Isomers is classified as stereoisomers and constitutional isomers, or we can say structural isomers. Now this again classified into geometrical isomers or distereoisomers, enantiomers or optical isomers, and these are four different types of structural isomers or constitutional isomers. First is linkage isomer, ionization isomer, coordination isomer, and solvate isomer. Let's begin with the classification, that is stereoisomer. Coordination bonds are directional in nature. Therefore, it gives rise isomerism in coordination compounds. What is meant by stereoisomers? Different atoms or group occupy a different spatial position around a central metal atom. Means different groups are present around a central metal atoms with different position is called as a stereoisomer. The first type of stereoisomer is geometrical isomers or distereoisomers. We will see first for the square planar complexes, which is having coordination number 4. If similar groups may either be arranged on same side or on opposite side, सेम ग्रुप अगर प्रेजेंट है सेम साइड में या फिर डिफरेंट साइड में, उसको हम लोग बोलेंगे सिस एंड ट्रांस आइसोमर. मीन्स दिस गिव्स to two types of isomers like cis and trans isomers. Let's see. If the groups are arranged on same side are called cis isomer. Let's see the example. Here platinum with the two ligands, platinum with the two ligands, that is chlorine and ammonia. Here see, similar group, identical group are present on same side are called as a cis isomer. Okay, chlorine is on same side, ammonia is on same side, it is called as cis isomer. Cis word we can say, it is cis means equal. If the group are arranged opposite side are called trans isomer, are called trans isomer. Let's see the example. Here see, this is chlorine, these are the similar group, these are the similar group, they are in opposite side, they are in opposite side, so therefore it is called as trans isomer. The bond angle between here chlorine and chlorine similar group is 90, and here the similar group the bond angle is 180 degree. The platinum with ammonia and chlorine ligand is can be written as Ma2B2, means ABC are monodentate ligand, means here we are using Ma2B2. Okay, so AB is monodentate ligand and M represents central metal atom. Let's discuss more about cis and trans isomer in square planar complexes. Cis isomers is having a more repulsive forces than trans isomers, because trans isomers is having compact structures, therefore they are having less repulsive forces. Due to this repulsive forces, cis isomers are farther from each other. Cis isomers are more soluble in water than trans isomers, and cis isomers is polar with non-zero dipole, and trans isomers has zero dipole. Why it is having zero dipole? Because the two opposite platinum and chlorine and two platinum and ammonia cancel each other, that's why trans isomers is having zero dipole. In square planar complexes, let's see this example. This is an example type, that is Ma2BC. Okay, you know that ABC are the monodentate ligand. Here also this is which type of ligand, which type of isomer? This is a cis isomer and this is a trans isomer. Why this is cis? Because identical groups are present on same side, and here identical groups are present on opposite side. This is Ma2BC. M means it is, M stands for metal, that is platinum. BC, this is ammonia and water molecule, and this is A2 type. Okay, A2 means this is chlorine. Okay, now these are arranged in square planar geometry but possesses a dipole moment. Okay, just we have seen this. Now let's consider Ma4. All four ligands are same. See this example, NiCl4. Here it is having a bond angle 109 degree 28 minute. It is also having a coordination number 4, but these four chlorine atoms are not in a plane. Okay, they all are in equidistant, that is all are having a bond angle that is 109 degree 28 minute. Now here there is a no symmetry are available or on any plane or any ligand, because here these all chlorine atoms, all these ligands are not in one plane, but in square planar complexes they are in one plane. That's why we can say this is a non-planar molecule. Okay, so therefore tetrahedral geometry doesn't show isomerism, means tetrahedral geometry doesn't show cis or trans isomer. This is the reason square planar complexes is having coordination number 4, even though the tetrahedral complex is having coordination number 4, but because of this reason no symmetry available on any plane or any ligand, tetrahedral geometry doesn't show the isomerism. Now let's discuss about cis and trans isomer in octahedral complexes. Octahedral complexes is having coordination number 6 and geometry is octahedral. Let's see the structure. Here, this is M is a central metal atom, and these are the ligand A, B, C, D, E and F. These are the 6 vertices are here in octahedral complexes and 8 faces. And these 6 vertices occupy the ligand position. Now let's see the 8 faces. This is a side view. Here, these are the 8 faces, 1, 2, 3, 4, and if we can flip this again, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the total 8 faces are there, and bottom view is like this and top view is like this. Okay, this is the upper portion, top view, and this is the bottom portion. We will get the view like this. The first type of octahedral complex is Ma4B2 with the net charge. A and B are monodentate ligand. Let's see the example. M stands for metal, central metal atom, that is cobalt. A and B are the monodentate ligand, NH3, ammonia and chlorine. Let's see the structure of cobalt as a central metal atom. Chlorine occupy the adjacent position. So here in this octahedral complexes, 4 monodentate ligand and 2 monodentate ligand B, these are chlorine, are attached to the central metal atom octahedrali. Cis isomer is obtained when ligand B occupy adjacent position. Here chlorine occupy adjacent position. Therefore, this structure is called cis isomer. While in trans isomer, the monodentate ligand B, that is chlorine, occupies opposite position. Therefore, this structure is called as trans isomer. Understood? Next type of ligand in octahedral complexes is Ma4BC with the net charge. A, B, C are monodentate ligand. Let's see the example. This is M, metal. This is A, B and C. Ammonia, there are 4 molecules, that is A4, and this is BC. This all 3 are monodentate ligand. Okay. Now let's see the structure. Here these BC ligands are adjacent to each other, therefore it is cis isomer, and here they are in opposite position, therefore it is called as a trans isomer. This is the type Ma4BC. Let's see the last type of octahedral complexes, that is Ma2B2 with the net charge. AA is symmetrical bidentate chelating ligands and B are monodentate ligand. Here AA, these 2 words for symmetrical bidentate ligand. There are 2 types of bidentate ligand, unsymmetrical and symmetrical. Here we are using symmetrical bidentate ligands. And here the central metal atom is attached to the 2 symmetrical chelating bidentate ligand and 2 monodentate ligands. Let's see the structure. This is an example, that is cobalt, and this is ethylene diamine. This is chlorine. Okay. Now here this is the ethylene diamine, it's adjacent. Therefore this is cis isomer, and here they are in opposite sides, so therefore it is a trans isomer. These complexes exhibit in cis and trans form and exhibit the phenomenon of geometrical isomerism. Now let's discuss the next isomer of stereoisomer, that is optical isomer, or we can call as enantiomers. Complex molecule or ions that are non-superimposable mirror image of each other are called enantiomers. We are already discussed about optical isomerism in halogen derivatives. You can see there diagram of plane polarized light and dextro and levolatory substance. It is exhibited by the compound which possesses a chirality. The compound which shows a chirality, it gives the optical isomer. Enantiomers have identical properties, however, differ in their response to plane polarized light, dextro and rotatory compounds. Means when molecule does not possesses any element of symmetry, its mirror image is non-superimposable with the molecule itself. This makes the molecule optically एक्टिव. अगर कंपाउंड हमें नॉन सुपर इम्पोजिबल मिरर इमेज देता है तो वो कंपाउंड कैसे होता है? ऑप्टिकली एक्टिव. सच एज असिमेट्रिक मॉलिक्यूल कैन शो फिनोमिनन ऑफ ऑप्टिकल आइसोमेरिज्म. ओके, वी हैव सीन इन HDA असिमेट्रिक मॉलिक्यूल किस तरह से ऑप्टिकल आइसोमेरिज्म देता है. द टू फॉर्म्स ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल विच आर मिरर इमेज ऑफ ईच अदर इज कॉल्ड एज enantiomers. ओके, दो मॉलिक्यूल जो अपना मिरर इमेज एक दूसरे के साथ देते हैं उनको क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? enantiomers. One form rotate the plane polarized light clockwise direction is called dextroform and other in anticlockwise direction it is called as L form. Now let's see the example. मीन्स ये हमने देखा है अगर कोई सब्सटेंस प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाइट को राइट हैंड साइड में क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में रोटेट करता है तो वो डेक्स्ट्रो होता है, एंटी क्लॉकवाइज में रोटेट करता है तो वो लीवो होता है. ठीक है. सी दिस इज अ एग्जाम्पल ऑफ octahedral complexes. It is type that is MAA3. AA means what? It is a symmetrical bidentate ligand. It is symmetrical bidentate ligand. It does not possesses any type of symmetry. See here, this is a mirror image of this compound. Okay, if we can see the mirror image, अगर हम लोग ये इसके ऊपर रखेंगे तो we can't get a same mirror image. It is a non-superimposable mirror image. It gives a non-superimposable mirror image. Next type is ऑक्टाहेड्रल कॉम्प्लेक्सेस में ज्योमेट्रिकल एंड ऑप्टिकल आइसोमर्स दोनों एग्जिस्ट करते हैं. ये हमने ज्योमेट्रिकल में ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया है. ऑप्टिकल आइसोमर्स सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल इज दिस वन. इट इज़ MAA2B2. ओके, AA is symmetrical bidentate ligand, B is a monodentate ligand. Here chlorine, metal is platinum and this is ethylene diamine. Okay, now structure is like this. If you can take the mirror image of this, it is a non-superimposable mirror image of each other and it is called as an enantiomer. This is called as a enantiomers because what is the definition of enantiomers? Two forms of molecule which are mirror image of each other. एक दूसरे के क्या है? मिरर इमेज है. Therefore this is called as a enantiomers. This is D form and this is L form, dextroform and levoform, and this is also cis isomer. Means in this type only cis isomers exist a pair of enantiomers adjacent है एक दूसरे के. Okay, that's why it is cis isomer. Square planar complexes do not show enantiomers since they have mirror planes and excess of symmetry. Means in square planar complexes all the four ligands and central metal atom lie in the same plane. ये हमने अभी देखा था कि सेंट्रल स्क्वायर प्लेनर कॉम्प्लेक्स में चारों लिगेंड्स क्या होते हैं और सेंट्रल मेटल एटम एक ही प्लेन में होता है. सो देयरफॉर दे possesses a plane or excess of symmetry and generally not chiral in nature. Hence optical isomerism is not common in square planar complexes. Clear? So optical isomerism देने के लिए कंपाउंड्स asymmetric होना चाहिए. That's why the reason behind this square planar complexes do not show the enantiomers. Understood? Let's discuss the major type of isomer is constitutional isomer or structural isomer. The first type is linkage isomer. What is meant by linkage isomer? In this linkage isomer, ligands have two different donor atoms. Means the same ligand is bonded to central metal atom or ion through different atoms. Linkage isomer have same molecular formula but differ in linkage of the ligand to the central metal atom. Means यहाँ पे क्या होगा, लिंकेज आइसोमर में कंपाउंड का मॉलिकुलर फॉर्मूला सेम होगा बट देयर इज अ डिफरेंट अरेंजमेंट और कनेक्टिविटी ऑफ लिगैंड टू द सेंट्रल मेटल एटम. लेट्स सी द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ दिस कंपाउंड. इन दिस कंपाउंड सी नाइट्राइट आयन हैव टू डोनर एटम्स. व्हाट आर दे? दैट इज नाइट्रोजन एंड ऑक्सीजन. In these structures, the central metal atom is directly linked to nitrogen, and the nitro complex has cobalt and nitrogen bond, and nitro complex is linked through cobalt and oxygen bond. See the next structure. See in these structures, there is a cobalt is directly linked to the oxygen. So therefore, in this linkage isomers, we are using ambidient ligand. Ambidient ligand means the atom can donate electron through two different donor atoms. So therefore this is called as the linkage isomer. The next type of constitutional isomer is ionization isomer. In this isomer, it involves there is exchange of ligands between coordination and ionization sphere. Let's see the example. This is an example. In this compound, if you can say here there is a ionizable ion is bromine, okay, and here it is a sulfate. See in this first compound there is an exchange between the ions between coordination sphere, this coordination sphere and bromine, okay. In ionization isomer have same formula but produce different ions in solution. Let's see the explanation. In compound 1, anion SO4 minus bonded to the central metal atom that is cobalt in coordination sphere. यहाँ पे क्या है, सल्फेट कोबाल्ट को डायरेक्ट अटैच्ड है. एंड ब्रोमीन इज इन आयोनाइजेशन स्पेयर. ब्रोमीन कहाँ पे है? आयोनाइजेशन स्पेयर में प्रेजेंट है. बट वही अगर हम लोग कंपाउंड सेकेंड की बात करें तो व्हाट हैपन हियर, देयर इज अ ब्रोमीन लिंक्ड विथ कोबाल्ट इन कोऑर्डिनेशन स्पेयर while sulfate is in ionization sphere. Here is the jumping of molecules, we can say jumping of ions. सल्फेट बाहर आया, यहाँ पे ब्रोमीन अंदर चला गया. This complex is in solution ionized to give different ions. If it is ionized, then it gives a different ion, obviously, okay. Now see the first example. When it is ionized, we will give this is a complex and ionizable ion is Br minus, and in second compound we will get sulfate as a ion, okay. So first compound there is a bromine and second compound is sulfate. So we can say this is ionization isomerism. There is an exchange of ions inside and outside the coordination sphere. मीन्स यहाँ पे क्या हुआ है, देयर इज एक्सचेंज ऑफ आयंस इनसाइड एंड आउटसाइड द कोऑर्डिनेशन स्फीयर. एंड आयोनाइजेशन आइसोमर्स हैव सेम फॉर्मूला बट प्रोड्यूस डिफरेंट आयंस इन solution. This is called as ionization isomers, okay. Let's see the next constitutional isomer is coordination isomer. This isomers is interchange of ligands between cationic and ionic sphere of different metal ions. Means there is interchange of ligands between cationic and anionic spheres. So let's see the example. This is the example. Here cobalt coordinated with 6 ligands of ammonia and chromium is coordinated with the 6 ligands of cyanide. So here there is a, in first structure we can see there is a attachment of ligand with ammonia and cyanide. But in second structures, there is a ligand coordinating to the metal are totally interchange. Means the chromium here it is linked with ammonia and cobalt is linked with cyanide. So there is interchange of ligand between the cationic and anionic spheres, okay, to the central metal atom. So this type of compounds are called as coordination isomers. Means here compound 1 and compound 2 are coordination isomers of each other. The last type of constitutional isomer is solvate isomers, or we can call as hydrate isomer. In this isomer, there is the same like ionizing isomer. See this example. What we can see the difference? They are having same molecular formula, but there is a difference in H2O ligands. Here, in first compound, solvent water is directly linked to chromium. Solvent water is directly linked to chromium, and in second compound, water appear as a free solvent molecule. Water appear as a free solvent molecule. Means here, in hydrate isomer or solvate isomer, there is an exchange of H2O molecule inside and outside the coordination sphere. Hydrate isomers are having same molecular formula but differ in the number of molecules of H2O inside and outside the coordination sphere. Means compound is having same molecular formula but difference कहाँ पे आएगा? There is a presence of H2O molecule inside and outside the coordination sphere. अभी दोनों examples में यहाँ पे देखिए there are 6 water molecules which are linked to chromium, but यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि there is a 5 water molecules which are linked with the chromium, okay, and 1 water molecule is outside the sphere. So therefore this is compound 1 and compound 2 are the solvate isomers of each other. Understood? Now let's discuss the next topic, that is stability of complex. Now stability of coordination compound is governed by metal ligand interactions. Means metals serve as a electron pair acceptor and ligands as a इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर डोनर. मीन्स क्या करता है, मेटल इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट करता है और लिगैंड क्या करता है, इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करता है. तो सिंपली वी कैन से इट इज़ अ इंटरेक्शन बिटवीन लेविस एसिड एंड लेविस बेस. ये इंटरेक्शन जितना स्ट्रॉन्ग उतना कॉम्प्लेक्स क्या होगा, स्टेबल होगा. सो देयरफॉर स्ट्रॉन्गर इज द इंटरेक्शन, स्ट्रॉन्गर विल बी द कॉम्प्लेक्स. द इंटरेक्शन कैन बी रिटन in general as follows: metal with the charge A plus, N, Lx, and there is a coordination sphere, metal ligand with N, okay, with the A positive charge and plus Nx negative. What are A and X? These are the charge on metal and ligand. A plus plus Nx with the negative charge is the charge on complex. ये total charge किसका हो गया, complex का charge. If we can write the equilibrium constant, so we will get this equation. आपको K की वैल्यू जितनी ज़्यादा मिलेगी उतना कॉम्प्लेक्स क्या होगा, थर्मोडाइनमिकली स्टेबल होगा. तो स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स किस पर डिपेंडेड, इट इज़ टोटली डिपेंड ऑन द मेटल एंड लिगैंड इंटरैक्शन. कितना लेविस एसिड एंड लेविस बेस इंटरैक्शन उस कंपाउंड में है, उसके बेसिस पे हम लोग उसका स्टेबिलिटी डिसाइड कर सकते हैं. जितना इंटरैक्शन स्ट्रांग होगा उतना कॉम्प्लेक्स क्या होगा, स्ट्रांग होगा. लेट्स सी द एग्जांपल. Let's see the example. Just we have discussed about the value of K. See, these are the three examples which are given over here: AgCN, CuCN, and cobalt with ammonia, NH3, amine ligand. So K value are given here. In this, there is a cobalt with 6 ligands of amine is more stable than AgCN and CuCN because it is having a more larger value of K, that is 5.0 into 10 raised to 33. Because of that, we can say CONH36 is more stable form than CuCN and AgCN. Next is factors affecting. First factor is charge to size ratio of metal ion. See here, just we have seen this example in last slide. We are already conclude that this cobalt with the 6 ammonia ligand is more stable complex according to the value of K. Now, how to calculate charge to size ratio? See, here we are using these ions. This is monovalent, divalent and trivalent. According to that, we have taken the atomic number of metal ion. This is the ionic radius of metal ion, and this is a Z upon R. Okay, this value upon this we will get the charge size ratio. According to that also we can prove that is the cobalt with 6 ammonia ligand. This is a more stable compound. Okay, this is a more stable compound. Means simply we can say higher the ratio, which ratio? Charge to size ratio, greater is the stability. This is the order which is given by the Irving Williams order of bivalent transition metal complex. उन्होंने bivalent transition metal complex के लिए ये order दिया है. In that manganese is less stable as compared to the copper. Copper is more stable. Okay. Now, what is meant by charge size ratio? This determines the polarizing power of complex. Okay. Higher will be the charge to size ratio and higher will be the polarizing power of cations. ओके जितना ज़्यादा उसका चार्ज रेशो रहेगा, चार्ज टू साइज रेशो, उतना ज़्यादा उसका पोलराइजिंग पावर रहेगा और वो कंपाउंड उतना क्या होगा? स्टेबल होगा. अंडरस्टूड. द नेक्स्ट फैक्टर इज नेचर ऑफ लिगैंड्स. दिस इज रिलेटेड टू हाउ इजीली द लिगैंड कैन डोनेट इट्स लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन टू सेंट्रल मेटल आयन. मीन्स सिंपली वी कैन से लिगैंड कितने इजीली अपना इलेक्ट्रॉन देता है सेंट्रल मेटल एटम पे, इस पे डिपेंड करता है उसका स्टेबिलिटी. दैट इज बेसिसिटी ऑफ द लिगैंड. लिगैंड्स दोज आर स्ट्रॉन्गर बेस एंड टेंड टू फॉर्म मोर स्टेबल कॉम्प्लेक्सेस. जितना लिगैंड स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा उतना कॉम्प्लेक्स क्या होगा? स्टेबल होगा. जस्ट वी हैव सीन दिस एग्जाम्पल. Now in that basicity of ammonia is more as compared to the cyanide, therefore we will get this compound is more stable as compared to the others. Now in this lectures we are completed, that is isomerism, types of isomerism and stability of complexes. Okay, thank you so much.